These are the last places you'd expect to call home. An old Art Deco car dealership, this 100-year-old grocery store, a small-town city block, and you won't believe the home inside this old pheasant farm. It's time to get started. It's ReZoned. This Waukesha, Wisconsin building may look like the old auto dealership it once was, but today it's actually become a home to Tom and Vicki Heckers. And just a short elevator ride from the main entrance.
Going up.
And you're transported to the 3,300 square foot residence.
Ooh, spectacular. This is really something.
And the only lemons you'll find in this old auto dealership are in the kitchen.
It's right next to the dining room, the living room. We can seat an awful lot of people in here and still carry on conversations and not have to move from room to room to do so.
The living room's double-sided fireplace is shared with the den/office. And just beyond that is one of 2 guest bedrooms, complete with shoji screens that offer zen-like privacy. A quick walk down the hallway reveals beautiful stained glass doors, hiding a sitting room with another fireplace.
We have a little bed over here that's built in. This is where our 3 grandchildren, when they stay overnight.
We saw the open area here between the rooms, so if the kids get noisy, we can hear them through that space as opposed to being a closed-in room.
And that space flows into the master bedroom and bathroom. While directly across the hall is the second guest room.
What would you say would be your favorite feature of your home up here? If you had to pinpoint something.
I'd have to say the terrace.
Oh, you both pointed the same way, huh?
Friends drop over. We sit out there all the time.
It's a great place to entertain and relax.
Down at street level, signs of the building's former life are everywhere, with the old showroom featuring original curved glass windows, authentic carriage doors.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, sweet. Leading to terrazzo floors and classic cars Tom restored himself, all proudly displayed.
I take it this is your passion. Obviously, you work many, many hours on this, huh?
Yeah.
The place still looks like an old showroom. I mean, forget that you've got cars in here, but it's sort of laid out that way, huh?
Well, back here was the old sales office. Behind you here, Tony, was the parts room.
Yeah, like a window at any parts dealer.
It was built in 1946 as the new home of Harry Israel Motors, and the community in Waukesha remembers it well.
We have so many individuals that stop here constantly to tell me about the car that they bought here, or that the car their father or their grandfather bought here.
This building was exactly what Tom and Vicki were looking for.
What attracted you to this space?
Vicki wanted to live downtown, and this whole downtown area is really quite vibrant now with the stores, the shops, the galleries, the restaurants. It's like, I mean, we can walk to it where, you know, a lot of places you couldn't do that.
Right, and you're part of the revitalization.
But it wasn't always like this. It was a mess when they bought it.
The floors were terrible, but the roof had leaked so bad, Tony, that all the plaster had to be redone. We redid the lights, all the walls were replastered. It didn't always look this nice.
The second floor, where the residence is today, didn't even exist 60 years ago.
People say when they stand up here, well, what was up here before? As you can see, nothing was up here before.
Where are we at here? Right here?
There's the front of the building. These are the coach doors.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And they put a lot of thought into the architecture of the new design.
The first thing I noticed was this great marriage of the old and new.
Well, I think we melded several types of architecture together. Certainly we had the old retro showroom, and then we were trying to get the linear look, the horizontal look.
Influenced by the designs of Frank Lloyd Wright, they created a style all their own.
And it really is pretty much of a blend of his mission style and his prairie style and a little bit of contemporary and oriental. We just kind of like that blend.
These high school sweethearts have personal touches everywhere.
Man, look at this. Nicely done. Tom and Vicki.
Carved it in there, huh?
I don't know.
And both Vicki and Tom shared the same vision for the place from the beginning.
We both realized that there was something other than buying a warehouse, that we could buy a footprint of a building and build up. And a lot of people don't realize you can do that.
Right? A lot of people look at a building as it is and say, well, that's what we're working with. But
And they will tell you that it can't be done, but I'm telling you it can be done, and we're standing on it. So.
life has certainly shifted into high gear for these two, and they love living here.
We found our little piece of heaven here, and this is going to be it for, I hope, for the next few years. No more projects, right?
Never say never.
No.
Hey, check it out. You haven't seen this yet. This is Tom's garage, directly below the living room, and future home of Tom's dream, drum roll please, Waukesha Rod and Custom. Next, a grocery store renovation you won't believe. And later, an entire small-town city block is rebuilt into a beautiful home filled with Southern comforts. ReZoned, coming back. We've seen how turning a commercial building into a private residence can have great results. And here's another example, an old grocery store that's turned into a real Texas showpiece. Coming up, a small town stunningly restored. And a family-friendly pheasant farm. That's next on ReZoned.
It's January 9th at 9 on HGTV.
Turning an old car dealership into your home is a pretty unusual choice. Like this next place. It's a family-friendly pheasant farm in Evergreen, Colorado.